So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Football with Priscilla. I'm Priscilla, obviously. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now by my smile, you can tell that I'm extremely happy because Manchester United, after 6 years, ladies and gentlemen, managed to win a trophy. Now I'm not going to be shouting because it's sleeping time. Okay, people are sleeping, so I can't shout. But I'm sure by my facial expressions, you people can tell that I'm happy. Like, yes, we won the cup yesterday, and people expect us to be calm. Hell no. Okay, we have not won a trophy in 6 years. Let us enjoy. For me personally, tomorrow morning, as soon as it's morning, I'm going to post a picture of Manchester United holding the trophy. Like, I am having the week of my life. I don't care if it's a Carabao Cup. I don't care if people are calling it an energy drink. I don't care. All I care about is the fact that we finally have a trophy, silverware. Ladies and gentlemen, we suffered. As Manchester United, guys, do you remember the Moyes era? If you remember the Moyes era, do not be ashamed of showing pictures of Manchester United with that Carabao Cup, because that era still traumatized me. Like, there are moments when I'm asleep and I just have nightmares about the Moyes era. Like, oh my God, that was trauma. For every Manchester United fan, that was traumatic. So enjoy this cup. Like, even if people are laughing at us, enjoy it. Enjoy every minute of this, because this is one of the 4 cups we're about to win. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are winning the quadruple. I hope. But anyway, today I have a very interesting video for you guys. But before we get into the video for today, make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are at 95 subscribers, meaning we are only 5 subscribers away from 100. And in honor of Manchester United winning the trophy, get your girl to 100 subscribers. I mean, it only makes sense. But anyway, let's get into the video for today. So today I just simply want to talk about the game that was played. I just want to talk about my standout players and just, yeah, reminisce on the memories that were created on Sunday because we can. Anyway, so the first thing I want to talk about is the fact that Manchester United did not play well. Like, let's just be honest. We did not play well. We did not bring our A game. We just simply managed to cope. Our in-game management was amazing. I thought Newcastle literally outplayed us. But then I took into consideration the fact that we had Leicester Sunday, we had Barcelona Thursday, and we're playing a cup final on Sunday. So obviously the players were tired. Like, I know we want to be Manchester United to be in all competitions, but it does take a toll on the players. And you could see Bruno is burnt out, Rashford is burnt out. So you can see how tired the players are. But regardless, I think we did pull out a performance that was amazing, considering the fact that we had 3 games in a week and Newcastle rested for 1 whole week. So, Newcastle fans, you should be ashamed of your team. I don't even know why they're sugarcoating. No, we came this far. No, we were playing Manchester United. Like, hell no. You guys had a whole week to rest and you still failed to beat a team that played 3 games in a week. Shame. Shame on you. So the next thing I want us to talk about, I just want us to talk about the few Manchester United players that for me were a standout. Um, because I feel like without these players, yesterday would not have been possible. With regard taking into consideration the fact that Newcastle kept on attacking us at a certain point in the second half, I was just like this. I was like, what time is this game finishing? Because clearly Newcastle were this close to scoring. If Newcastle had a quality striker up front, that game would have gone into extra time. Thank God they don't have a quality striker. But anyway, so the first standout player for me, I think we just mentioned David De Gea, who has passed, is it Peter Schmeichel's clean sheets? So yeah, David De Gea has been an absolute amazing player for Manchester United, not only this season, but I think for the past 8-7 seasons. Like, I know there are people who, I watch a lot of United channels, and people talk about the fact that he's not good with his distribution. How much you people forget the time when Manchester United was coming out 6-5. That was the time when David De Gea was simply keeping us afloat. Without De Gea, I'm pretty sure Manchester United would have been relegated. Like, De Gea has saved Manchester United. He has been a solo hero for Manchester United. If there's anyone who needs the title legend at Manchester United, I think it's David De Gea. The man has carried Manchester United for like 8 seasons, and there are people who call him out. How dare you? But anyway, so the second standout player for me is obviously none other than Martinez, who has been an absolute revelation. I remember when I was told that Manchester United was signing a defender called Martinez. With regards to Martinez, when they said we're signing Martinez, right, everyone was talking about his height. So I remember I was telling my friend, I'm like, dude, how short is this guy? My friend was like, well, he's quite short. And I'm like, quite short. And then I thought about Haaland. I thought about players like the Burnley players. Like those are huge strikers. And I'm like, can he cope? Like, can he really cope? Well, I mean, he managed to keep Lewandowski quiet. He managed to play well against Haaland. I feel like right now Martinez has completely demolished that whole myth of the fact that a defender needs to be tall. Like Martinez is doing the impossible. And the funny thing for me is the fact that he's able to manage to win headers against those strikers. It's either the strikers are very lazy or Martinez is just athletically very good. Right? So Martinez has been an absolute revelation. I like the fact that he's able to carry the ball from the back and distribute it to the midfielders, and sometimes as far ahead as Rashford. Like he's a very good ball playing defender. So Martinez, oh Licha, you are an absolute delight. Absolute delight of a defender. We have Varane, who's my third standout player. Now, I remember when Manchester United was signing Varane. I went to my older brother because he's a Real Madrid fan. And I'm like, should we sign Varane? Like, I don't know why I do that. Like, I know Manchester United is already signing these players, but I go to people just to see, like, should I be excited? So I went to my older brother and I'm like, dude, like, should we sign Varane? My elder brother was like, he's very good. Like, he is literally good. And I'm like, when Varane was at Real Madrid, the defender you'd hear most people talking about was Ramos and not Varane. So when we're getting Varane, for me, it was like, why? Right? But boy, oh boy, have I been proved wrong. Like, Varane is an absolute delight. The calmness, the way he's able to read the game. We call him the sweeper. Why? Because he knows where to be, when to be. He understands the game absolutely well. His position says is top notch. I don't think there's any player better or there's any defender better than Rafael Varane in the Premier League with regards to reading the game. Tell me any player that's better than Varane, like with regards to reading the game as a defender. I'll wait. But anyway, so Rafael Varane has been an absolute revelation. Him and Martinez are literally a war. Literally a war. Remember Vidic and Rio? Guys, we have Vidic and Rio once again in Martinez and um Varane. Martinez reminds me of Vidic because Vidic was an absolute monster. Vidic did not care. Even if a player is coming with his foot, Vidic would put his head there. And I feel like Varane reminds me of Rio Ferdinand in that Ferdinand was calm. He wasn't the aggressive type of defender, but he was very good reading the game as well. So yeah. Pardon my voice, ladies and gentlemen. I have a cough. My fourth standout player, I think, for me is Aaron Wan-Bissaka. The fact that he was able to keep a player like Saint Maximum quiet. I know a lot of people started making fun of Saint Maximum. Like the time when Aaron Wan-Bissaka came on, he became Saint Minimum. It's funny, okay? It's funny. Anyway, so when Aaron Wan-Bissaka obviously came on and started playing that on the right side, he managed to keep Saint Maximum quiet. You could see like Saint Maximum tried like 3 times to get beyond Aaron Wan-Bissaka and failed. Eventually, the guy just stopped. Like you could see he changed his approach. Instead of going like ahead and going at Aaron Wan-Bissaka, he started cutting in and like playing in the midfield. And I think that's why the coach removed him because he knew like playing on the wing, he wasn't going to get up beyond Aaron Wan-Bissaka. The other standout player for me is Luke Shaw. Now, I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on Luke Shaw. He is being he's one of the most underrated left fullbacks in the Premier League. I remember in one previous video, I was like, you know what, guys? One person we don't like, we talk about Martinez, we talk about Casemiro, Bruno, Rashi, Anthony. One person we do not talk about is Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw is silently playing the role perfectly. How many players have you seen go past Luke Shaw? How many goals have we considered coming from the left side? Do you even remember any of the goals that we've considered from the left side? I mean, I don't. That's how good Luke Shaw has been. His crossing, his assists. Like, we are sleeping on arguably the best left back in the Premier League right now. I said it. The best left back in the Premier League right now. Tell me anyone better than Luke Shaw right now. The guy is able to play as a left-sided defender and also as a left wing back. Crazy what he's doing. Anyway, my other standout player, last but not the least, the beast, the man himself, the glue that holds Manchester United together. Ladies and gentlemen, Casemiro. Once again, when I heard we were signing Casemiro, I went to my brother. I was like, should we sign Casemiro? I mean, even though Manchester United were signing Casemiro. Anyway, I was like, Casemiro is very good. Now, the problem with Casemiro and Varane is when they were playing for Real Madrid, they were being hidden in the likes of like Ramos, and for Casemiro, it was in Modric. So a lot of people were like, no, he hides in Kroos, he hides in Modric, he's not so good. So I was like, let's see. And having Casemiro at Manchester United has been an absolute revelation. Now, I wanted to say this, Manchester United fans, we are smart, okay? We are smart because we have been crying for a central defensive midfielder from the time of Mourinho. We literally used to say, this team doesn't need any more strikers, it doesn't need any more defenders. What we need is a CDM. We could tell there was a hole, there was a gap. McFred could not fill that gap. Literally, neither Fred nor McTominay can play how Casemiro plays. We were saying that for the longest period of time. Ole came and could not see it. Ralph came, maybe he tried, but could not implement it. But oh my god, Eric Ten Hag came and was like, these guys, like we need, imagine, we only needed a CDM for that whole team to click. Not only, but you get what I'm saying. Casemiro, I feel for me, is the best central defensive midfielder in Europe right now. The best, not even in the Premier League, Europe, the whole Europe. Yeah, Casemiro is the best. I don't think there's any central defensive midfielder that comes close to Casemiro. His influence, his leadership, the way he understands and read the game, his defensive and offensive play are just an absolute class. He is what we call world-class players. Now, can I say this? Seeing how Casemiro and Varane, who have won 5-time Champions League, Varane, who has won the World Cup, I don't know how many times, Casemiro, who has won, obviously, La Liga, UEFA Champions League, the way they were carrying the Carabao Cup, like, it's a big deal. If Casemiro and Varane can be proud of the Carabao Cup, who are you and me not to be proud? Like, I mean, that's where it ends. Argument over. So yeah, so those guys are the standout players for me. Shout out to Rashford. I think he played well. Though I feel like Rashi is injured somehow. Like I have a feeling that there's not something wrong with Rashi. Shout out to Bruno Fernandes. I feel like even though it wasn't his best game, he was wasteful. Bruno is Bruno. Like I don't know. Bruno cannot play the best game, but he has a way of influencing the game just with his presence. He's the way he's aggressive, the way he's argumentative towards the referee. Like it just makes you feel like, ugh, that's my captain, right? So Bruno, shout out to Bruno. Shout out to Anthony. I think he played well. Anthony is really making the right side his side. Like he was running at defenders, which is something that I've been wanting to see. Now I can rate Anthony. Shout out to who else? Sabitzer. I can't wait to see a midfield of Casemiro and Sabitzer. Like yesterday, we just could see Sabitzer for a short period of time, obviously. But now I want like a full game because Sabitzer was showing me vibes, like the way he was going forward, like he's got actually good passing ability. I was like, oh my god, what is this? Imagine when we have Sabitzer, Fred, McTominay, Ericsson, Bruno, we can finally rest, guys. We can finally rest. Our midfielders, sorry, can finally have rest. Who else can I shout out to? I think Virgos played well. For me, he's not a striker. I don't know what Virgos is. Virgos is those players that you don't know their number, but they're just players. He's like Muna. You don't know what Milner is. He's just a player, right? He's just there. I feel like that's Virgos. So overall, I think the game was amazing. Like it was a cup game. You just have to win. Like it doesn't matter if you play tic-tac football, whatever, whatever. You just have to win. So it was an amazing game. We look forward to the West Ham game. Oh, before I even talk about the West Ham game, can we just clap for Eric Ten Hag? I feel like the way that man talks. There's a quote where he said, me and the staff are going to have wine and champagne and stuff like that, but no, the players they're going to eat, yes, but they don't have time for champagne because tomorrow they have to come for training. I was like, dude. And then the part where he almost left the Carabao Cup because like he was like, oh, we're already done with this one, we're coming for another one. But it was so funny because like he he's giving you those vibes like you're ready to take on anything. Like at this point, we feel like you can beat any team because of Eric Ten Hag. So I think we need to give Ten Hag the flowers he deserves. He's been an absolute amazing manager. We have a game on Wednesday. For me, the game versus West Ham, I feel like let's rest Rashi. Let's rest Bruno. You could see they're burning out. Bruno has been playing 90 minutes. I don't know how many games. I don't remember the last time Bruno was substituted. Like it's time. And I miss Ericsson because I know if with the cover up of with the cover that we have with Fred and Sabitzer, finally you can see Ericsson play the number 10 role. So at least Bruno will, get to rest. It's just sad that Ericsson got injured before. So now Bruno doesn't have the opportunity to rest. But maybe we can actually allow who's this Sancho to play the number 10 so that Bruno can rest. Anyway, we'll see the dynamics. But yeah, Bruno and Rashi for me, I think need to rest. I feel like even De Gea needs to rest. Let the Tom Heatons come, but they better win because guys, the only thing that we have right now, obviously we have the Carabao Cup, but we're in all competitions, so we need to keep that alive. So yeah, so that's all I have for you guys today. Pardon my voice, like I said, I have a cough. If I'm not loud enough, it's time to sleep. Like people are sleeping, so I'm avoiding making noise for people in the house, and also my voice is just going. So yeah, so look at my dedication as a content creator, guys. I'm here. I have a cough, but I was like, no, I need to put out a video, and we are not getting this beautiful, wonderful channel to 100 subscribers. Can we be serious? I'm joking, but anyway, yeah. So that's what I have for you guys today. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Bye.